Hello, all of you. CA Dipti Chheda here. So here we are with the paper analysis, and do let me know, does it work? There were so many questions and messages from you all students on the day exam was over. This MCQ, this, and only answer I was giving is it's done. It's over. If you can balance your mind confidently, by the time you put your stationery in the compass box and your exam is over, and the moment you're walking out, next is my this exam, and this is what I have to prepare. If that mindset is clear, then I don't want you and me together to go into that juggling immediately after the exam. Chalo, let us discuss the paper. So, as promised, now all the exams of December CMA Inter are over. Now it's the right time. So, we are evaluating the DT paper now, and we will also be evaluating the costing paper. Okay, so happy to teach you all to take one shot revision videos live with all of you. And the best part I felt was in everything was the marathon of MCQs. If you can see yourself, so many MCQs are exactly taken. Now if you ask me overall review of the DT paper, I would not say it was very easy or you should have scored 85 marks and 75. MCQs were very easy. Some question like custom GST value of supply, they are asked as it is. But of course, there were some questions which were tricky, like small tricks, I'll tell you, in the house property and all. But overall, it was a very good paper, not very lengthy. In time, you can complete. But I was really surprised that calculations were hardly there in MCQs, whereas I told you that you can have a rough work for MCQ, right? And anyone who is watching this live, just go now and check up my video last week. Matlab, before the exam, in the exam strategy, I said you can make a little trend. You can't have a fixed paper pattern in professional exam, but you can have a solid rock trend that, okay, first question is this, then house property, then one business head against salary, then this set off and clubbing, and then deductions, and then total income. In the same sequence question are asked, except one surprise this time, that residential status full-fledged question was not there, which actually comes always. And after a long time, this time salary and retirement benefit is asked. Otherwise, it's always perquisites and all. But very nice paper. And now for your next group preparation and for your final preparation, 100% be confident about the paper pattern and choosing the question, because of course there were one or two tricky questions here. Very nice, the level of the paper was good, but something was very easy. And amendments, if you see commerce operator, TDS, always we have been discussing that 194N is very important, exam oriented, and practically that's what they asked in MCQ. So without taking much time, you stay connected. If you have any doubts, and promise me you will share this video with all your friends who are inquisitive to know, and you all waited till today. Thank you so much for that. कि एग्जाम के तुरंत बाद क्यों करना है, नेक्स्ट एग्जाम के लिए प्रिपेयर करो. आफ्टर एग्जाम्स आर ओवर नाउ, 2 days back all the papers are over. Now we will evaluate DT also and costing also, and lot of other things are coming up here. You can see the 1 minute content also what I make. Wherever students are stuck up or wherever I feel this is an alert sign, I make that 1 minute content, and most of the time it is live, like I'm doing it now. This is not pre-recorded. So stay connected here, and here we begin with your question paper MCQs answer. Chalo. Sunil. Yeah. Sunil's minor daughter earned 50,000 from the talent. Will it be clubbed in the hands of Mr. Sunil, Mrs. Sunil, or no? If it is income from talent, it will not be clubbed. As per Income Tax Act, a loss of partnership firm, okay, if there's a loss, minimum 1,50,000 remuneration you can pay. So some students will click this immediately. But actually, it is 1,50,000 or actual remuneration, whichever is lower. 150, then up to 3,90%, then These are the limits. But if your actual remuneration is lower than this, so 150 or actual remuneration is the answer. Then, as per Income Tax Act, saplings, will it, if you're not doing agricultural income and nursery and all on land, you're doing it in potted plants. We have studied this in the DT compiler. So it is an agricultural income. Exemption under 54 are available to all SSEs or individuals HUF or all. So 54, sell the house, buy the house, that is available to individual as well as HUF. Nitin has brought a laptop for 50,000 for personal use, that too in 21. He started using the laptop from 1st to 2nd of May for business. Whenever personal asset is brought to business, that day they will give you the market value or anything to confuse you. On original cost, you have to charge 40% depreciation. But instead of this, instead of laptop, if you bring other assets, say building in the business, then for personal use also, you have to charge notional depreciation and then take it. I hope you are getting. Huh? So this is the laptop. Even though it was used for 21 personally, when it is brought to business, start charging depreciation from cost. Okay. Raina, a resident individual, files all his income tax returns and he has opted out of the default tax regime. During the year, he has withdrawn the money from the saving bank account, 1.5 and 1 crore. Oh, anytime if you withdraw above 1 crore, then TDS under section 194N is deducted at the rate of 2%. Ma'am, 5% also, that's in case of defaulter who's not filing the return of the last 3 years. So whatever I think, bus I was thinking residential status could have been added more, so it would cover up everything. Rest the paper was really super. Oh, this is like printed directly from that MCQ's bundle. As per GST renting of proceed, this is from exemption chapter, section 11 of the CGST Act 2011, that if it is a charitable trust and they are getting income from renting of rooms per day up to 1,000 exempt, shops and all up to 10,000 exempt, community halls and all per day, Kalyan Mandapam and all 10,000 per day, and shops, puja shops and all, so they will be like up to 10,000 per month. So what is exempt? All of above is the answer. This is all exempt. Okay, right. A hotel owner is providing accommodation through an e-commerce operator. If hotel owner is not registered, the say so many like websites are there, travel go and oyo and all. So whenever the registered person who's providing the service, he's not registered, then GST will be payable by the e-commerce operator. That is this answer. Items which will be taxable under excise also and GST also. This is all taught. First chapter is like so important. मोटर स्पिरिट अल्कोहलिक लिकर इन पे तो लगता ही नहीं है जीएसटी, बट टोबैको पे जीएसटी is also there and excise duty is also there. As per GST, now this is also printed. You please go and check that 175 MCQs we have solved. Marathons we have taken, and for May 25 regular batch has started. If any one of you feels that honestly 100% you will understand the concept and really same way the exam questions will be there, thank you so much for joining in. Yes, yes, yes. Due to some other class schedules and I'm leaving out of station, I could not pre-announce and take it. But this is live. This is not recorded and uploaded, so you can join now. As per the GST law, tax invoice shall be prepared in dash for supply of goods, triplicate, and for services, duplicate. One for the triplicate, तीसरा वाला is for the transporter. बाकी तो supplier and receiver. As per Custom Act, these two are exactly there in your study material in the MCQs also. As per Custom Acts, which are the same in physical quantity, they are called as identical goods. Maximum threshold limit for composition is actually 150 lakhs or 1.5 crore. Yeah, but then under section 10(2)(a) for services, it is 50 lakhs. There are so many things, but this is paper analysis. So I'm not teaching you everything. But whenever I take MCQs, I dive deep and explain all the things. Check that MCQ wala video for sure. Prashant works with ABC as senior manager, and the company gave him a cash gift of 55,000. Which of the following? See, any time when the employer is gifting to employee above 50,000, it's going to be taxable. Gift received from employees fully, and once you exceed 50, you can't say, let us pay tax on 5. No, full 50 will be taxable. As per Section 288, Indian custom waters extend to exclusive economic zone. This will be not so easy. I'll be very honest. Ki this type of MCQs are like, one second. Thorough reading of the material. Of course, we have done it in definitions, 12 nautical miles and 200 nautical miles and all. But this one was nice. थोड़ा सोच के करना पड़ेगा, but अच्छा है. Nitesh, a composite dealer, exceeds special turnover eligible on first. Which of the following is correct? He is to intimate the authority and start paying tax next year. No. The day you come out of the composition, whatever is your stock, you can take the ITC according to bills and all available, and you have to start paying the regular tax on the same day. Right? So these are the answers of all your MCQs. Coming to these questions, discuss briefly whether the followings are capital or revenue receipts and all. This was also from your first chapter, that whether it's going to be taxable or not. Ratan was employed with a startup and company paid 12 lakh as salary to him. Even though the salary is out of capital, but this is a revenue expenditure and revenue income for Ratan and expenditure for company. Very simple level of question based on your accounts. This one was a nice question. I'm not solving the whole paper because I'm traveling for a very close by wedding and lot of schedule is there. But I promised you that after the exam, I'll surely do the paper review and not on that same day. Honestly, tell me, this works, or that day I should have discussed at least MCQs. What is workable for me? Value wise, I feel this is workable because फिर वो एनालिसिस करके 20 आएंगे आउट ऑफ 30, 28 out of 30 or 10 out of 30. I don't want you to go. Done is done. That's my solid strong mindset. The way is going to be helpful to you. That's what as a teacher we should do, I feel. So do comment below and let me know if this, and after a long time they ask this. Now see, commuted pension, because you receive gratuity, 1/3 of 100% of the commuted pension will be taxable. Yeah, this was a question students were asking me. It was a house property question, and the whole property is given out on rent. And if the rent is January could not be realized, unrealized rent you have to deduct in the third step before you come to the GAV, right? And he has paid municipal taxes based on 10% of 9,90,000, and interest is paid on repairs. Repairs, dekhte se, ma'am, you said interest deductible is 30,000, and for others interest is 2 lakh. That all limit is for self-occupied property. The interest on loan deductible is 2 lakh, and interest on loan for repairs deductible is 30,000. But here this property is let out and self-occupied, so whole 30,000 interest will be deductible. This time this question was a blessing. Partnership firms accounts they have given in business head, otherwise these are lengthy questions. So rent received you have to deduct, yeah, right? And depreciation as per books you have to add back. Firm has brought forward loss and unabsorbed depreciation, that you can set off. Interest is 16% and the bank rate is 20%, but nothing was there in the deed. So add back the interest paid to partner is not allowed because it is not mentioned in deed. Partnership authorizes Umesh to receive salary as a working partner. Okay. So work out the add and less and salary paid up to 3 lakhs 90% and all. General expenses on which TDS is not deducted is disallowed 30%. And depreciation as per income tax you have to deduct, and as per books you have to add back. So it's like Very easy, very. So I'm always saying, dear students, 2 minutes in between a pause. If there is something technical and tough in exam, definitely there is something which will help you to get 50 plus 60 plus mark, and this was that paper. I'm not boosting कि बहुत ज़्यादा over easy था, but predictable था. Like I always say in the paper pattern, I have said just last week, go and check the paper pattern video strategy में. One theory question is going to come, and that is always from question number one. Features of GST and network, and that theory question's place is fixed. Now you decide. If you are not good at theory, don't look at that question. Don't take pressure in the 3 hours. Don't write the theory. But if you are good, prepare and go copy it and get amazing marks. So this is what is, we call it hard work and smart work goes together. Capital gain problem was good, easy. They sold land, 86 lakhs. Value stamp duty was less. So you will always take the actual sale consideration. Okay. Brokerage, which is paid on the purchase, you have to add to the property, and sale of the land. Whatever brokerage you have to pay, you have to deduct from the sale consideration to get the net sale consideration. Okay. And after selling the plot, if you have purchased the bonds, electricity, NHAI, REC bonds, you can claim a deduction under section 54EC. Okay. And other all index rates and all are given. So it was a very easy question. Income from other sources is exactly picked up from your material we have discussed. Gift received from son and all not taxable. Gift received from friend taxable. Amount received from letting out of house property mein jayega ye. This one was very nice. Always I feel amendments are asked less in May and June and more in November and December. Like dividend received is 65. To invest in the shares, you have paid interest 15,000. But out of dividend, only 20% of this 65 ka 20, 13,000 interest is deductible. You can't deduct 15,000 to get your correct income from other sources. Okay, right. Set off problem, whenever you get an exam, you have to see whether he is in default. He has opted for default tax regime. Now, if you opt for default tax regime, you cannot set off the house property loss with other heads. Ma'am, up to 2 lakhs, not even up to 2 lakhs, right? So this was to be carried forward, and remaining speculative loss to be carried forward. Salary income is already computed, so don't give standard deduction. Very simple problem it is. It will take hours if I solve, and I would definitely do it in the first week of January. Not making a wrong promise, but I promise that after the exam, I will, all of you who have done exam oriented practice batch, I hope you are watching this, sharing it with others, and start your group 2 preparation. That's what. चलो इसको complete कर लेते हैं पहले. Ram is having a house property and he has taken loans. Okay, housing loan 210 for each of the properties, and he's also doing business. So just you have to compute the total income problem with both the options. Okay, right. See, this one I am saying. Dear students, in CMA Inter exam, last 4 attempts, question number 6A and B is prepared for GST. Explain the concept. We have discussed all this in paper pattern and hope that paper pattern discussion is really helpful. मेरे हिसाब से तो मुझे लग रहा है I've really helped all of you to the best I can. Explain the concept and features of indirect taxes. Yeah, you have to comment and tell me. Thank you so much. Who are the members of the GST Council, Finance Minister, and then this, and then State Minister. 5 recommendations by GST Councils. Yeah. This was a nice question. Who is a person liable to pay the tax? RCM, Section 9, subsection 3 and 4. Direct selling agent, they will have to pay the, if they are giving the services to bank, the bank will pay on basis of RCM. Okay. Yeah. This is the value of the supply question, but with all the premium collected and all. So you feel this you have not done and seen earlier. As a student's mindset, I'm saying, leave it in choice. You have leave 3 questions in choice. This one is exactly there in our DT compiler also. That what will be the value? If you are a car manufacturer, routine, can you take ITC on the routine maintenance? Yes. Capital goods out of 5 items, bill is missing, uske liye nahi milega, baki ke liye milega. Inputs in 4 lots, out of which 3 lots were received. One is not received. So for that one, don't take the credit. Rest. Sorry. When you receive the goods in the lot till when you receive the last lot, that time you can take the credit. So no credit. In this, yes, 42,500 you will get. Travel benefits, if they are statutory, of course, ITC will be available. Purchased machinery 2 lakh and claim depreciation on that 36 GST जो भी पे किया है, तो no, either you claim input tax credit or you add and do the GST. Repair services which is debited, no. So you have to calculate the total value, and this problem is already seen in the compiler, and in fact not only in the compiler, in the study material. So always 7 marks this and 7. I think this part though you should not leave in GST. But I can understand the feeling for you all after writing the exam. Ma'am, where is the due date of filing the returns of GST? Where is residential status? You said the concept of deemed resident. So this is income tax, right? I hope passionately I have taught you and I have enjoyed doing MCQs, one shot, marathons and practice batch with you all. Right now, live batches are going on for May, June 25. If you feel you can honestly get it what you want exactly for exam here with 2 decades of experience, I'm ready to help you all. Comment below, subscribe and share. And thank you so much. Take a quality good break of 1 week and start your group 2 preparation before the result comes. If your group 2 preparation is done and if you clear this exam, I'm saying little harsh, but winner I'm showing you all. Sorry, take it. कि अगर आप ये एग्जाम क्लियर कर ले रहे हो एंड ग्रुप 2 प्रिपरेशन नॉट थोड़ा थोड़ा 7 hours 8 hours, if not taken coaching, take coaching, study properly and prepare for group 2. Once result is out, you have to do revision, write chapter wise exam, and you're ready for the exam. And 1% chance you don't clear the exam. Still then, if group 2 is prepared, group 1 you have to write. Both groups you can write. Amazing benefits are there when you can write both groups, but it's not easy to do all that. 8 subjects, so it's your nature, you go by your nature, right? That's all for today. Thank you so much. Bye bye all of you. Till I meet you live in the next video. Bye. Anything you have, comment below. Your comments motivate me that in spite of all the schedule, I'm keeping up my promise now, your promise to like, share, subscribe, comment.